Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I hope your 2021 has been going well and 2020 has gone and left your psyche. Interesting topic that has been in my thoughts for a while as a Berserk fan. The topic of why the band of the Hawk became the band of the Falcon once Griffith was resurrected during the conviction arc. As usual, if you are new to the channel and are interested or are a fan of Berserk, hit that subscribe button and the bell to stay up to date on topics concerning the Berserk series, especially the manga. So without further ado, let's get into why you clicked on the video. Yo. As the title displays, in this video, we'll be discussing the transition of the famous mercenary band Griffith organized from being called the Band of the Hawk to Band of the Falcon. Specifically why Kentaro Miura changed the name and why. The differences, try to detail why the name fits and reasons why it is emphasized. For instance, the setting in which the band name came around is a crucial factor reflecting the transition that it took to go from Hawk to Falcon. Even the birds of prey that they reflect have a large part to do with the significance of the band's title. A lot of people believe that Hawk and Falcon are synonymous names for the same bird, kind of like how a cougar is also a mountain lion. Although, Hawks and Falcons are in the same category as birds of prey, but in reality, they are not the same animal, which is why I've taken the time to do some research on the differences between the two, to see whether there are differences, to see if there is a correlation to the band's name, transition, and if Miura did this on purpose. So first and foremost, let's look at the fundamental differences between a hawk and a falcon. Hawks are generally the bigger bird by overall size, but falcons have a longer wingspan. Falcons tend to have notched, powerful beaks that is used primarily to hunt prey. Meanwhile, the hawk has a more smooth, curved beak and tends to use their talons to hunt. Falcons fly at higher speeds due to their tapered and thin wings, while hawks are slower in flight and tend to glide while descending, which means that falcons hunt by diving in high speeds to hunt, while hawks use stealth in their environment to mask themselves while gliding to grab prey. You're probably thinking or saying out loud, what does this have to do with the name of the band? So let's make the correlation between the characteristics and the manga series now. In the first half of the manga series, aka the Golden Age arc, the name had the title of Band of the Hawk, whereas Griffith, the leader and creator of the mercenary band, resembled and embodied a hawk itself. If we think about the characteristics mentioned that distinguishes a hawk from a falcon, that is. Hawks are bigger than falcons. This characteristic reflects Griffith's standing as a rising star during this warring era. It also embodies the size of the mercenary band, a growing militia of men who followed Griffith, helping him pursue his dream of their own free will. Hawks have smooth and curved beaks, same as how Griffith as a man can be viewed as a soft-spoken and more of a feminine figure. His skin, hair, and facial features are also very fine and smooth like a woman's. Not to mention his helmet is in the shape of a hawk's. Hawks are slower in flight than falcons and tend to glide when descending. Because Griffith is the leader of the band, he could not do as he wished and whenever he wanted. His every move and thought were to pursue his end goal, but he also had to factor the well-being of his company. The amount of weight that came with directing a militia of sorts means he had to strategize and move as a unit, calculative and mastering strategy to minimize casualty in order to gain victory. Him wearing a cape and having long hair tends to give the effect that he's gliding everywhere as well. Lastly, hawks use stealth and the environment to mask themselves while hunting prey and use their talons to hunt and grab their prey. As mentioned previously, Griffith had to use strategy in order to defeat his enemies. Similar to a hawk, Griffith used the environment and his talons as a means to gain the upper hand in battles. For instance, in the Battle of Doldry, Griffith used his intellect and the environment to lure his enemies into failure, while using his talents to strike critical areas of Tudor, by Casca leading a small group of men disguised as Tudor warriors, taking over the castle in the midst of the battle, while Guts defeating the most powerful general of Tudor, Boscon, in front of everyone to lower the morality of the enemy. Now let's talk about the falcon aspect of the band and its relation to the bird of prey. Although reincarnated into the physical realm in his Golden Age visage, it is just a mask for the being Griffith has become at the end of the Golden Age arc, Femto. Therefore, we will be disregarding his human appearance from now on. First and foremost, Falcons are smaller, but have a larger wingspan than Hawks, which mirrors how Griffith has transcended his notoriety in the world of Berserk by becoming Femto and being nicknamed the Hawk of Light. The type of being that without words or actions can influence figures to follow him and put literal faith in him. Falcons have notched overarching beaks, used to hunt and rip flesh from their prey. While wearing his hawk helmet during his transformation into Femto, it too has transformed into something darker. Covering his face and the beaks have become notched like a falcon's. A thin body and large black demonic wings infused with supernatural powers. Falcons fly at high speeds due to having the thinner and tapered wings, which support such a feat. This is also exemplified by Femto. Now that he has become a supernatural being, he does not need the support of followers or companions to get things done. He can move solo and do things whenever and however he pleases. His words now have power, literally swaying Midlanders, Kushan, and Apostle alike to follow orders at will. Not to mention the wings he grew, which have replaced the cape he once sported as a human being, giving him the ability to fly at devastatingly high speeds, fully exemplified in the dream state that Shirkei and Farnese experience when exploring Casca's fractured mind as Elaine. In a way, it reflects on how swift his new army took down Kanishka's empire and frost giants during the Falcon of the Millennium Empire arc. Now, I know a lot of people will be confused as to why I made this comparison, due to the fact that as of late, the name Band of the Hawk has become in a way retconned, using the Band of the Falcon in any mention of the mercenary group, disregarding the history we as Berserk readers and fans have come to know well. I felt it was necessary to point this out, as I saw plenty of significant references relating to the bird symbolized in the names. Even Rickard has in a way pointed out how different the two bands are by showing the original insignia of the Femto. Am I the only person who has thought of and dissected this transition of the band's name? Do you think Kentaro Miura did this on purpose? Drop a like for your boy if you found this video and the topic to be of interest, and don't forget to share it with other Berserk fans. I love engaging with you all in the comments about Berserk topics, so keep the engagement coming. As always, you know the vibes. It's Kaizoku Sleven. Appreciate you.